Part 5 Classroom Duel. Ooh, that's a new background. Okay. Alright, you little runts. Now that you heard about my heroic feats during the officer's exam, I'm sure you're all fired up. Let's strike while the iron's hot and get back to our main topic. Okay, he's kind of a braggart, not gonna lie. As I was saying earlier, here's how you treat open wounds on the battlefield. That will help you temporarily save a leg when you're facing rapid enemies. I sincerely hope that if I ever wake up in a hospital bed, yours won't be the faces I see. The impeccably dressed man lecturing on the podium is Major Lee, the head instructor for the Secret Scout training. He's also Kartaki's notoriously tight-fisted commander. Oh, so this one takes place before the explosion stuff. Okay. Tight-fisted commander and the fastest rising star in the active combat zone. Now, I bet you all think you're now Florence Nightingale incarnate. But let me tell you, the real test is never just about flesh wounds. War, that terrible machine, is far more skilled at crushing what's in it here. He tapped his temple. Now, let's discuss something more subtle. Let's say a fellow soldier has been knocked unconscious by a projectile. Besides obvious external injuries, she's breathing out rapidly. Her skin is cold and clammy, and her pulse is racing like a rocket. What condition is this? It's shock, sir. Chichika raises her hand and stands up. Neurogenic shock, induced by severe pain and fear. We need to lay on her flat, elevate her legs, keep her warm, and treat her wounds as quickly as possible. Good. Didn't you answer the question earlier as well? What was your name again? Chichika. Sure, sir. I was the one who answered the question about triage principles earlier. The only one. But okay. She looks up, declaring a printing assignment. Chichika, I see your name in the parachute club roster. You have excellent grades, don't you? I got 6th place for finishes in 8 competitions, sir. Good. Now, let's say the soldier you saved has survived. However, she hears a thunderous noise, like a cafeteria tray dropping to the floor. She screams uncontrollably. What condition is this? She might be... The Jinga smile freezes. The sinner hasn't appeared in the materials she studied. Maybe she's traumatized? Developed some emotional scars? She's emotionally fragile and needs support and companionship from her fellow soldiers. Oh! The Major's equivocal expression targets Joe frown. And... Dang, he doesn't believe about companionship, does he? Emotional scars? On a medical turn. Something you could quickly look up in the field manual to find the proper treatment. This is a pathological issue, Jijinga. Your chicken suit pet talk won't get anyone back to the battlefield to fight the punishing virus. Oh my god, that's what he... Ugh. Jijinga draws her head dejectedly, awkwardly twirling a strand of her hair at the back of her head. However, speaking of professional terminology, I should tell you once about the time I took my officer's exam on Isway Islands. 1 minute 20 seconds. I win! Told you he couldn't go 3 minutes without bragging about himself. Oh my god, I know, my god, he's such a braggart. Damn it, it's all Jijinga's fault. If she answered a few more questions correctly, we'd be the one sweeping the hallway. As the instructor continues his passionate speech at the podium, the children will resume their hushed conversations. Hehe. Bake the cake, bake a cake. Master Baker, bake a giant cake. Oh, that's so cute. In the back row, Margaret lies on her desk, where sweet-smelling cake was at rest. Her bright smile reflected in the crystal clear glaze. Margaret. Nerfate quietly pulls out a stool and sits down beside Margaret. Where were you last night? You didn't come back to the dorm. Margaret looks at the newcomer with confusion. Who are you? I'm Nervatia, your roommate. You helped me yesterday afternoon. We're friends. Remember? Nervatia raises her hand, revealing her lavender bracelet. How does she not remember? Oh, Nervantia. Margaret beats with excitement and moves her chair closer. Try this. I made this mirror glazed cake with the lunch lady. It's super delicious. Careful now, Margaret. This is the most crucial moment in a baker's life. She takes out a dainty little spoon and carefully scoops up a piece of the fragrant mirror. Why you have to refer to cake like that? Oh my goodness. I'll pass. I don't really like sweets. Open wide. Oof. Before Nervantia can finish speaking, Margaret has already popped the delicious morsel into her mouth. The satisfying aroma melts on her tongue, causing Nervantia's eyes to widen involuntarily. She kind of regrets having lunch earlier. Well, is it good? Yeah. Nervantia nods with the spoon still in her mouth as Margaret excitedly claps her hands. One step closer to becoming the world's greatest baker. I'll have Chajinka try some after class. Margaret's voice grows louder and louder. Eden notices that the entire classroom has turned to stare at them. You two in the back row, stand up! And answer my previous question. When someone hears a thunderous noise like this, it's shell shock, sir. Nervantia bursts out her answer before the major can finish his question. It doesn't mean a patient is cowardly. It's a non-organic psychological trauma. It's a documented illness that requires professional treatment. Correct answer. How did you know that? It's not supposed to be covered in his lesson. I went through the textbook once and memorized everything. Haha! Excellent! That's the response from a taught student right there. You reminded me of my own military academy days. Oh my gosh! Shut up! The major laughs heartily, though it's unclear whether he's praising Nervantia or boasting about himself. You again. Answer this question. How do you quickly and effectively provide pain management for multiple wounded with limited resources? Medical practicing screening common conditions. That's the fun lesson. You definitely won't notice one. You don't realize any local anesthetics available in the field, such as cocaine solution, which can be applied to surface wounds or mucous membranes, or perform simple nerve blocks by injecting small amounts of anesthetic around specific nerve trunks and fingers or intercostal spaces to achieve pain relief in targeted areas. The mater nods reprovingly at her credo response. What's your name? Nervantia, sir. You're the transfer student, right? I'll remember you. You get 3 extra credits for the assessment. Whispers spread throughout the classroom at the mention of extra credits. Nervantia, you're so smart. That's not fair. I answered way more questions correctly than you before this. Upon hearing Margaret's praise, the Jinko finally can't hold back and stands up irritably. Man, you should be happy. Stop being jealous, dude. Maintain discipline in class. Jajinka? I was just answering the instructor's questions. I don't want to argue with you. Being able to memorize a textbook means nothing. Being a pilot requires actual thinking. You have the guts to compete with me in other subjects? What about mathematics? Oh my gosh, this woman. Ignoring the warnings from behind, Jajinka boldly walks into Nervantia. The classroom instantly erupts with excitement. The children apparently delighted to witness such a scene. Go ahead, ask. The first turn of a geometric sequence is 3, and the sum of 3 first returns is 21. What's the 5th turn of the sequence? Would the common ratio be... Oh god, I'm not saying that. Oh my gosh. Which simplifies to solving the equation gets... Whatever. I hate math. Like anything math related. Oh my god, it just hurts my brain. Nervantia answers without a moment's hesitation, reciting her process without even blinking. Therefore, the 5th term is either 3 multiplied by 2 to the power of 4, which equals 48, or 3 multiplied by negative 3 to the power of 4, which equals 243. In conclusion, the answer is either 43/8 or 243. The chatter in the classroom goes louder as Jajinka clenches her fist so tightly her knuckles turn white. He turned to ask. The altitude of a right triangle is 6 centimeters, and it divides its hypotenuse into 2 segments that differ by 4 centimeters. What is the area of the triangle? Let the 2 segments be x and y, where x minus y equals 4. The altitude is h equals 6. The area is She waves her hands in the air, trying to visualize the geometric figure in her mind. Go, Jinka! Go, Jinka! Should I find you a blackboard, Miss Pilot? I don't need it. According to the geometric mean theorem, square the altitude equals... That moment, the classroom falls silent as the tall figure looms behind Jinka. Jinka! Nervatia! And you... So x times y equals 36. Because x minus y equals 4. Shut up! Jinka, frantic with frustration, shakes her wings to kick from the desk behind her. Oh! Damn! A quiet gasp echoes through the classroom, followed by instant, deathly silence. Whoa! Nervatia! Check it out! The instructor has turned into Santa Claus! Well, I don't mind that. He's a braggart. Annoying. Huh? Jinka! Wait for us! Nervatia, Jinka, and Margaret are glued to a 3-person scout patrol, sentenced to run 5 laps around the dirt track with weighted backpacks for disrupting the class. The running track extends beyond the campus grounds. Under the golden sunset, the 3 girls begin their long trek around the Kardaki rocket factories with weighted packs strapped to their backs. Every time they pass one towering smokestack, another will immediately appear on the horizon, identical to the one before. The industrial Kardaki feels like an endless labyrinth to the girls in this moment. Nervatia is drenched in sweat, gulping down the hot afternoon air. She feels like she is seeing a mirage, the path beneath her feet seemingly stretching on forever. She regrets not stretching properly during the warm-up. On your left! A rush of wind sweeps past, followed by a familiar voice from behind. Huh? Sajinka? Weren't you ahead of us? Miss Pilot, now full up ahead, squeezes between the other 2 girls. The exhausted Nervatia can only glare at her, offering a token sporty spots to her taunt. Margaret, let me take some of your weights. As she says that, she opens Margaret's backpack and removes 2 cloth bags filled with sand. Oh, it feels so much lighter. Are you sure you're okay, Jinka? Don't push yourself too hard. I'm not pushing myself at all. This is nothing compared to the training at the club. Jinka wipes the sweat from her forehead and looks over at Nervatia, who is gasping for breath. Just yesterday, Jinka washed her clothes in exhaustion. Will her frail body really hold up? Dot makes her bite her lip as an odd, unfamiliar feeling begins to stir within her. She has to admit that both of Nervatia's misfortunes so far have been her fault. Nervatia, you should also. Don't touch me. Nervatia slaps Jinka's arm away. Oh! You? Jinka's stunned, not expecting Nervatia to respond to her goodwill like this. I can handle my own problems. Nervatia adjusts the straps of her backpack and runs ahead. Nervatia? Enjoy eating my dust, transfer student. You didn't feed class on the ground or beg me on your knees with tears in your eyes. I'm not going to help you. The jingle suddenly accelerates, taking long strides and literally closing the gap that Nervatia struggled to create. Their eyes met for just a moment, but the air between them feels even hotter than the track beneath their feet. Why are they so confounded? On your left. Oh no, not that one, not on your left.